Hello my dear friends, welcome. I hope you watched our first video and registered with KDP, taking that first big step in the journey to publishing your new book. Today we're going to discuss the planning, formatting, and designing of your book, because planning will determine how successful your book is going to be and how much royalty you will generate from publishing the first book. So the first question is, what kind of book are you going to publish? Is it going to be a recipe book, a travel book, a book of poems or stories, a book about plant care or camping? And once you have decided what kind of book is going to be, then you can determine the size of the book, if you're going to be using special fonts, and if you're going to be including any kinds of images or photographs. Each one of those decisions is going to impact how much royalty you make from the sales of the book. Because although creating your book is completely free of charge, once the book is sold and printed and sent to the customer, KDP will charge you the printing cost and will deduct it from any royalties you make from that book. The next two steps that I think are very important and I will cover for you today are formatting and downloading and filling out your manuscript. For formatting, you would need to decide whether you will have bleed or no bleed in your book, and I will explain that for you shortly. I will also show you how to download and fill out the manuscript that KDP provides for free. So let's look at the different sizes. So I have three books here to show you the different sizes. The large one is my book, Walking with Saints, is 8.5 by 11. The travel book and the poem book that I have here are smaller, and they also do not have any photos. One has graphics and the other one just have texts, and I'll show you that in a second. So here's a poem book published by KDP, and it has just text on both sides of the pages. This is a travel log. It has texts and graphics. By the way, it's a great travel log. I use it all the time. It's amazing. I use it even when I travel local because I put all kinds of information in it that later helps me remember and use it in my videos. And this is my book, which has photos published with premium color, the highest that you can publish with KDP. So planning is important because it will impact the royalties you get once your book is published and sold. In no bleed content, all text, images, and graphics are contained within the defined margins of the page. While in bleed content, images, background colors, or graphics are printed past the edge of the page. My suggestion for your first book will be to go with no bleed. To start on your manuscript, go to KDP Manuscript Template. Scroll down and you'll find 4 choices. First one is blank template, template with sample content, Amazon fonts, and templates with Amazon fonts. I prefer the template with sample content because the sample content shows you exactly where the information needs to be placed for the manuscript to be properly filled out. Now the next step is to select the correct template to fit your selected book size. You will be directed to download a zip file with paperback templates in different languages. I will select English for this demonstration. The file contains manuscript templates for different size books. I will select 8.5 by 11. You can then replace the sample content with the details of your own manuscript. Book title, author name or pen name, dedication, table of content if necessary, acknowledgements, and start filling out your first chapter. If you're using images, graphics, or illustrations, you can start selecting them and placing them either on the right or the left side of the book. Please be aware that images need to be of certain quality and need to be flattened in order for KDP to accept them. In digital images, flattening refers to combining all layers into a single background layer, effectively merging them into one unified image. This can be easily done once you know the process, and I will show you how on our next video. Thank you so much for watching, dear friends.